Came here to say who won it from the jump. We came to get exactly what you want. Came here to say that you don't really want it with us. Yeah, we live, you know. We came here to say that you don't really want it with us. Yeah, the sports show. Yeah.
Yo.
I'm your host, Big Baby, aka the soul of R&B. Did I come out right, or was it choppy?
Yeah, one job.
One job.
One job.
Once again, welcome back to another episode of the Yerrr Sports Show. I am your host, Big Baby, aka the soul of R&B. Better?
Yes.
Okay. And to my right, we have the queen, the new host of the Yerrr Sports Show, actually.
Yeah.
The new host.
Let's do it.
Yes, the queen. I'm handing over the hosting duties to the queen, Queen Tay.
I actually think that I do the best job at it because I let people be people and I don't cut off segments. So.
I don't cut off segments either.
You be like, oh, to wrap this up. So,
yeah, because then I'm gonna get a text. Yo, we have to wrap this up.
So, hang it up.
Hang it up. Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Peter's on assignment. Matt should be with us shortly. But how's your week? How's the past 2 weeks being the host? How's it been?
It's been stressful, but it's been good. I mean, they've been talking about like penises and balls and all kinds of stuff. Like it's like for 10 minutes each episode. Yeah. It's like, come on, guys. Like, have a little smooth.
Yeah, that was a bit much. Sitting down editing the episode, I'm just like, oh,
this is family programming.
Somewhat family programming. Yeah. It's supposed to be. and we be talking about people being bitches and pissing on tables and stuff. That's a lot. So.
Yeah, that's a lot to absorb.
Right, and then that whole other conversation, that was crazy. I'm just sitting there listening. I'm sitting there editing the show. I'm listening to the show. We get to that part of the show. I'm just like, oh, Tay is trying to like swerve off the road with the conversation, but Peter's grabbing the wheel and like, no, come on, let's finish the conversation.
He's like, no.
No. But other than that, how was your week?
It was all right. Even though I saw the craziest thing this morning. I was leaving the gym, and the gym that I attended is like 2 doors down from a discount store or something. This is why I usually do not go to the gym in the hood. So, I mean, the gym is really good, but what transpired when I walked out of the gym is a little different. So as soon as I walk out, there I see a shop owner chasing behind this kid with a stick. And when I say you kid, I mean he has to be about 14, the oldest. And he must have stolen some goods from the store. And this guy is chasing behind this kid with a stick, and the kid pulls out a knife.
Oh.
Yeah. And the guy was still chasing him. Like, he was like, by hook or by crook, I'm getting my goods back. I'm like, is it worth your life? Like, hang it up. Like, wrap it up.
Wrap that shit up for him. That's
not it. You're not going to outrun a 14-year-old. And, it's unfortunate. I was like, first of all, my first thought as a parent is like, why the hell aren't you in school?
Right. You're 14. It's the middle of the end of October. The end of September.
Why are you not in school? And second of all, he had a big old freaking knife too. It was bad.
Yeah, this generation is weird. Like they walk around with a bunch of weapons and just doing stupid stuff. That's why I try to stay off Instagram a lot too. Of things happening.
Right. It's sad.
It's too much right now. Way too much right now. But My week was pretty good. It was pretty chill. There's not much action just towards the end. Really, just the
True.
planes been getting out on time. That's about it. I was told about an opportunity that I'll speak to you off camera about that I may be interested in doing. Um, so all in all, a very really good week. Really good week.
Good, much deserved, much deserved. I mean, you're starting to work as hard as me.
Listen, I'm trying to catch up.
Yeah, I mean, I have a rare day off, and I'm still working while doing the podcast.
Yeah, yeah, I feel that.
Good. God is good. Let's
Yeah.
get into this.
Let's get
So,
into it.
what's our first topic?
Well, our first topic is Tua
You,
Tungaloa.
you dead not gonna put the today's topics video on?
I got you. I got you. I got you.
Yeah,
But
why
I'm not.
not?
Got it.
Fuck.
I be forgetting. I usually put it in post production when I don't do
No,
it
you
on the
don't.
show.
Why you making excuses now? That you know goddamn well. You
I've
only
done.
do
I've
that
put it
because
in post.
I
Listen,
don't know how to do all this bells and whistles. Like I barely know how to use StreamYard.
yeah. You kept saying, "Oh, it's not there. It's not there." I wanted to say it's right next to you.
I still don't see it.
It says brand. Where it says brand, and then you go down. You see a couple videos there.
Oh, you see, I didn't know.
I'm gonna label. You know what I'm doing? I'm gonna label the videos. So if I'm not on and you want to do it, bam, just like that.
Okay.
But starting today's topics, Tua Tungaloa was hurt really bad last night. I was actually watching the game when it happened, uh, and now the NFL is questioning the Dolphins because if a lot of people didn't know, Tua had concussion-like symptoms last week during his last game, and he jumped up and it was fumbling around. And Miami was like, "No, it's not a concussion. It's just back injuries. Just back injuries." And he came back into the game like nothing happened.
Mhm.
This Thursday night game he played, he got sacked, and there was a lot of whiplash on that sack,
It
and
sure was.
and he got stuck. Like his hands were stuck and everything like that. He looked paralyzed. Like his whole body was in shock. That was that was crazy to see. Like how do you uh like it really puts into question the injury policy again for Miami Dolphins, not just Miami Dolphins, but the NFL. Because once upon a time, the NFL was, oh, you got hurt, go back in and finish the game. Now,
Right. With sports in general.
yeah, with sports in general, now they're a lot more lenient and not lenient, but they're a lot more harder on the players and teams to make sure everything is good before they go back in the game.
Rightfully so.
But Tua, it got really, really hurt.
He
So
got
that begs
rocked.
the question. Yeah,
He got rocked.
he
Let's
got
call it what it was. He got rocked.
my man's got smoked.
Yeah, he got rocked. And it was very careless. I don't care what he said about being fine. He was not fine.
He wasn't. Far from it.
He was
Far
not.
from it.
It is a bad look for it is a bad look for the Dolphins to have allowed him to play anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. That
He
is
was
just
injured already. You could have really ended this man's career in his life by taking this risk over one game.
yeah. And a game that didn't even mean anything. It's only the fourth game of the season.
Yeah, for sure. And I understand that Miami's been on kind of a roll. They've been playing better than they've played in a long time. So people are excited to see this new look Miami Dolphins and to kind of see how this whole thing how far they can go. I mean, they won a couple of key games so far. So I get not wanting to stall the momentum, but the thing is, like, at what cost?
Right.
Because somebody's going to be held accountable for it.
Someone has to be held accountable for it. They have no choice.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all.
Right.
No choice. No choice
Listen,
whatsoever. But it's whack. And you could tell that he was a little slow to coming back.
yeah, it was just, and then he flew back to Miami later on that night.
Yeah, no.
I would be surprised if this man plays next week.
Hell yeah. I mean, if the Dolphins better hope that he could play next week, because if he can't, then there's a issue to be called out. You know that he was really effed up.
Right.
But if he doesn't, the Dolphins are gonna have a harder time explaining this away.
Yeah. I hope for I hope for Tua's sake that he doesn't play. Like I
Oh
hope
yeah.
that he's available to play, but he doesn't.
Oh yeah.
Teddy Bridgewater looked alright in spurts yesterday.
Oh yeah.
So so and I didn't expect that, not gonna lie. But um and I think Teddy Bridgewater is a little bit more accurate than Tua. He has more of an arm as a quarterback than Tua does.
I don't know about that. Teddy Bridgewater is shoddy and spotty, and that's the thing. Tua has consistently gotten better, and
Yes.
he has consistently gotten better, and took the Miami Dolphins to and it's taken Miami Dolphins to a level that no one expected them to kind of be at, and no one really. Um, I think that they are better than we kind of give them credit for. Tua is when he's on, he's on. Teddy Bridgewater could kind of get you over the hump for a next game or two, but he cannot be a long term solution for this Dolphins team.
No, he can't.
Mm-mm.
No, he can't. If they expect to make a big leap this year, I think Teddy should hold it down for at least 2 weeks just to kind of clear the air in Miami, and then Tua comes back and shows that he's healthy. So
Yeah,
this will be a really really bad look, not just for Miami, but for the league because if Roger Goodell doesn't hand something down and the Players Association doesn't really push into this, that's it. Right?
yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be really bad. So move forward to our next topic: Brady versus Mahomes for the very last time. Brady versus Mahomes
Do
for the
you
very
think it's the
last
very
time.
last time? Because if Tom Brady gets divorced, he's gonna play till he's 60.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. He's going to play until he's 60. I'm hoping he doesn't get divorced, and I'm like I said, him
For
coming
his
back will
sake,
be the reason. Yeah, for his sake.
if that's not what he wants,
Yeah,
But at the end of the day, the Brady Mahomes comparisons and the quote unquote rivalry and the importance of their matchups over the past couple of years, they look like they've been formidable foes, since, you know, what, 3, 4 seasons now?
hmm
And this is a matchup that people are just as excited to see as they are Rodgers versus Brady, which is another narrative that has plagued the NFL for the past 10 years. While I think Brady's best years are behind him, I'm still interested to see how this matchup comes to be and who's going to kind of come out on top. I have the Chiefs winning this game.
really.
Yeah. They
Okay.
have been quiet, but they have been busting ass.
Yes, they
They've
most
been
certainly have.
quietly busting ass. And I have not seen anything from the Buccaneers that gives me any reason to think that this is something that this team is the team to beat. They're always going to be a contending team. They're always going to be a competitive team as long as number 12 is on the helm.
Mhm.
But to be like, yo, like how they were like 2 years ago, coming out with his first year with the Bucks, those motherfuckers is looking scary. They don't look
Yeah.
scary now. They don't look scary now. They look good, but they don't look scary.
The Bucks look very beatable.
No.
The Bucks look very beatable. But in the same breath, so do the Chiefs. Chiefs aren't they're not slouches. You can never really bet against Patrick Mahomes unless it's a matchup like this, Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes, where it's kind of like, oh, but that defense is still kind of shaky to me. That
Yeah, but they
defense
look
is still
better than they did
shaky.
last year, though. And even last year they went far, and they look better this
Yeah.
year. They look more cohesive this year. They look like they're playing with that chip on their shoulder that they didn't have last year. Like last year, I feel like they were playing for the sake of playing, and their reputation and their talent kind of carried them forward. But this year, I see grit in a way that I haven't seen before from the Kansas City Chiefs. And I
I think they
realize,
thought.
and I feel like they're scared.
Go ahead.
Huh?
I didn't hear what you said. You said you thought they felt like they were scared.
They're playing. No, I said they're a little scarier this year. I feel like the grit is there in a way that I haven't seen them before. I feel like they were last year. Their talent took them a little further than anything else, and they still went pretty freaking far. I mean, didn't they go all the way to the championship game?
Yeah, they did.
So imagine with this grit of this team, if they don't make it far, I'd be really surprised. I thought a fly was jumping in my face. Like, flies test my gangster.
I see. He's like, ooh.
Yeah.
Mm, I'm I'm rooting for the Chiefs to win for for all the reasons that you just said, and I also think that to add on what you said, I think the Chiefs thought it was going to be easy peasy just to the get to the Super Bowl again. Like they were going to get there and they were going to watch who they faced, but it wasn't sweet. It wasn't sweet whatsoever. And now that they got that dose of reality this year, they're playing like madmen. They have to play like madmen in order to get back. You have to have that same fire and energy that you had the prior years that you got to the game, that you won the Super Bowl. Um,
Yeah, I mean, and they were still a younger team then, so I don't think. I think, like I said, their talent kind of carried them through.
mhm,
Now they're battle tested. They battle tested and won, battle tested and lost.
mhm,
And then, last year, I still feel like that Bengals game was a fluke
mm,
because the Bengals have not been doing a goddamn thing. They beat the damn Jets, and people are like, "Oh, they win, who they?" and all this. I'm like, they beat the
it's,
Jets.
it's the Jets.
Like
Like,
they're supposed to win that game. Period.
that's an easy win right there. That's like
Yeah,
a
it's an easy win.
put your backup in, let my let the second string go to work over there. And the Jets are not the Jets are a bad team. They're not as bad as they were last year, but
No, they're not as bad as they were last year. I saw some improvements on the Jets. Like I've seen some improvements with the Giants. Like
mhm,
that game that the Giants played against the Cowboys was a winnable game.
mhm,
They could have won that game. Daniel Jones had a banner game,
he most certainly did.
and
He most certainly did.
I feel like they were supposed to win that game in a way that I have never seen them compete against the Cowboys before.
Yeah,
I
because
mean,
they
for
have.
a couple years,
How long has it been since they beat the Cowboys?
like 5 years, maybe like 4 years.
Yeah, that's. But some of those games have been close, and some of them games have been
This was
like,
the closest one.
yeah,
They had one fucking job. I'm upset. One job.
How are you
Beat
upset?
the damn Cowboys.
You're just
So what? This is the one time I picked them to do something. They're supposed to be. Well, they're not the better team. I could have told you that honestly. I never really felt that they were the better team. But fucking Cooper Rush, really, like I don't understand it. And Michael Parsons didn't even have a great game for them to lose like that. Like it's just I'm disappointed. One fucking job. So these pick fives has been the bird this season.
We'll get into
wacky stuff has been happening in the NFL.
I'll
Teams
be
who
damned if Pete wins.
it looks like I think Pete's gonna win this year.
I'll be damned if that happens. It's not happening. We're not letting that happen.
What the fuck you gonna do about it?
We better call Tyrone or something. We better figure it the fuck out. But Pete's not winning.
Because he's jumping out to a pretty decent league.
I will not be part of this this conspiracy to let Pete not win.
So you really want to go?
You heard the sabotage to fix his thing.
You really want to go another? You want to go a season next year with Pete's face on the pick five? That's really what we're gonna do.
I'd rather that than tie with your ass for a third year in a row.
Well, we already agreed how we was going to fix that tie.
I don't recall.
You do recall. You said the Giants was going to win the NFC East. I told you Philly. I said Philly's going to win the NFC East. So
the Eagles are not looking good to me either.
They're looking better than the damn Giants.
I don't think that one game. Let me tell you something. The last few games between the Giants and the Cowboys have not even been competitive. Except for Mondays. And let me tell you something. Daniel Jones gets better, and you see that he needed Saquon Barkley. And as long as Saquon Barkley could stay healthy, I think. And the Giants had a notable injury too. Sterling Shepard got injured.
Yeah, he's done for the season.
Yeah, so
that was announced.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh shit.
So the Giants are throwing to a bunch of everybody's and nobodies. So,
like normal.
Somebody's.
Like normal.
A bunch of somebody's.
Well, it could be worse. It could be Tom Brady. Tom Brady there ain't got nobody to throw to.
Tom Brady has it could be Aaron Rodgers.
Lord knows. Jesus
it could be Aaron Rodgers.
Christ. Oh my! I'm surprised they beat the fucking Buccaneers. That threw me off. I didn't see that. Well, I did. I kind of did, but I didn't. I thought the Buccaneers defense was going to do something but shit. Yo, pick five has just been horrible.
Pick five
so
is
far.
blowing minds. I know I'll be last. I know I'll be starting in last place, but Jesus, But next topic: Aaron Judge hit 61 home runs. And the Yankees are the AL East champions. But with Judge hitting that many home runs, can Judge help the Yankees get to the World Series?
Yes. I feel like the Yankees are starting to get. I think they hit a little midseason rut. They've been looking pretty good these past couple of months, I would say. You get what I'm saying? And I think that the Yankees they clinched the top seed. And I think they have a chance to really take it to the World Series. Like Aaron Judge, the reason why this is so special is because the last time we saw an exciting home run derby, it was tainted by PEDs. You get what I'm saying? So to see somebody do it in this era on the 61st year, 61 in 1961 was the last time we saw this happen. 61 years. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I feel like Aaron Judge deserves the Yankees. If they lose Aaron Judge, they deserve the biggest, congratulations. Like, you're whack.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
That's like Nick-like behavior.
Like,
you think James Dolan? You think James Dolan running the Yankees?
Still won't let me pee on his desk.
Oh my God.
He deserves it. I'm sorry, he does. It's the truth. Somebody needs to be held accountable. I ain't gonna do it the World Wide West.
And she was Matt. The Yankees, do they go all the way this year?
No. I don't know. I think they just won the AL, right? The AL East, right? So I mean, how long has it been since they won that?
Won the World Series?
No, World Series I think it's been since 2009, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
since they opened
that was the last time they won the World Series.
So I mean, yeah. I think that they got the talent. Of course, they have the talent to win it all, but I think everybody's just like astonished with the show that Aaron Judge has been doing, and that's it. Like that's pretty much the whole season right now for the Yankees. I don't see them winning the World Series because I feel like Houston's better. So I mean, there's that. So I mean, I don't know. It's baseball. Anything I've seen, weirder things have happened. Boston Red Sox is, they beat the curse. So I mean, stranger things have happened. It could be possible. I think really the whole story would be is if he really goes for like 70 and they don't re-sign him, they let him go to the Mets or go to Boston or go home. Is it San Francisco he's from or San Diego, one of them. But I know he's from Cali. If they let him go, that's more or less the whole story, not the fact that they haven't won the World Series since 2009. Because technically that's still within the parameters of 20 years. So I mean, like it's not that bad. But of course, New York is used to winning. So
I mean, it's been less than 15 years ago.
Yeah. So it's not as bad. It could be worse. It could be the Knicks. Haven't won since the 70s.
It could be the Nets. They haven't won since Dr. J was in.
You gotta relax,
Long Island.
Dre. You gotta relax. You gotta relax. Don't let the facts get in between a good story. Can't do that. You know that.
Damn, the Nets haven't even won an NBA championship. The Nets have won an ABA championship.
Can you stop? Can we stop, please? Jeez, what do you think about Aaron Judge and the Yankees? What's their chances?
I think Judge and the Yankees have a chance to do something special, but the AL is too good still for the Yankees to make their mark the way they want to. I think with the movement of, I think that with Judge contract situation looming over the Yankees, that's going to affect the team. Because anytime a mishap happens, they're gonna be like, God damn, like we're all because we didn't re-sign Judge. If the Yankees lose a game in the playoffs, that's gonna be the topic. Oh well, maybe the Yankees are not focused.
I don't think so because I don't even think that they're a better team. I think the Astros are a better team than them. You really want my honest opinion? I think honestly, it goes to
the cheating ass Astros. Yeah, right.
Hey, bro, they got 102 goddamn wins. Like they are the leaders of the American League. So I mean, you gotta look in that aspect of it. They're a really good ass team. They are the team to beat in the playoffs.
The Yankees are the team to beat in the playoffs.
I mean, I think more or less if they get somewhat far in the playoffs, and if they were even to knock off the Astros and get to the World Series, whether they win it or not, I think the bigger story of the year would be if they re-sign Aaron Judge. That's pretty much where it's at with that. Where'd Dre go?
That's going to be the biggest narrative coming out of the Yankees camp, good or bad.
Because if boy go to the Mets, it's a wrap.
You're not going to nobody damn Mets.
Boy, they trying to throw bread at him.
He'll get his ass out of New York first.
Yeah.
His ass will run straight out of New York.
It's either Boston or California. But then again, who really wants to go to Boston?
I see him going back home.
California wouldn't be a bad look for him.
I don't think so either.
Getting on
They
one
just
of those
been
California teams would be beneficial for him.
for him because he's home. But then again, I don't see the allure of really wanting to play at home. It's too much distraction.
No,
You
I
don't think
I
so?
see the allure. It's comfort. It's home. It's like you feel like you can get out there and get shit done. I mean, New York is a high pressure franchise to play for.
Yeah. But
Hmm.
imagine being from New York and playing for New York.
I think it's
That's
easier to be from New York. I think it's easier to be from New York and play in New York
I don't know.
because you already know what you expect.
I ain't gonna hold you. I did want to play for the Knicks growing up. Stupid,
Any,
right? I was mad.
Anybody who was a basketball fan wanted to play for the Knicks when they grew up. That's normal. A lot of NBA players. Or the what?
We're the Bulls.
Yeah,
Like
Or
the Knicks or the
or the
Bulls. Yeah,
Lakers. Or the Lakers.
nobody
or the
gave us.
Lakers.
Let me tell you something. Our era, when we were little kids, no one was checking for the Lakers until Shaq and Kobe went over there.
Yeah,
I,
nobody wants to play with Nick Van Exel. I
I
don't like
like
Nick
Nick
Van
Van
Exel.
Exel.
It was the Vladi Divac.
Vlade Divac, Nick
He
Van
wasn't that
Exel,
bad.
Eddie
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 Jones,
Jones,
Yeah, nobody
Glenn
was checking
Rice,
for the Lakers.
Sam
Glenn,
Perkins. Nobody wants to play
Glenn,
with him.
Glenn Rice,
Yeah, but
my
Glenn Rice,
guy.
he's best known for his Miami Heat days.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
Miami and Charlotte. Yeah,
Yeah. It's my favorite left hand player.
He's best
Elvin
known for
Campbell.
his Miami Heat days, okay? When
I
you
know.
think about the Charlotte Hornets back then, all you think about is Alonzo Mourning and Larry Johnson and Muggsy Bogues.
Muggsy Bogues is my guy.
I know y'all the same height.
Wins.
I hate you guys. I opened myself up for that one.
You
I
sure
hate
did.
You
you.
most certainly did. You most certainly did. And we wouldn't be the people that we are not to capitalize on that.
Exactly.
Onward to basketball. Because of that,
Thank God. I can't wait.
your
Preseason
Brooklyn
is
Nets.
already starting.
All right, well, we're preseason Nets talk. The chemistry on the Nets. Let's talk about the chemistry on the Nets right now versus the chemistry on the Lakers. Brooklyn Nets feel like they're in Fight Club right now.
Why you say that?
Let's look at the facts. Kyrie Irving didn't get paid the money that he thought he was going to get paid, and
That's his
he's
fault.
accepted it, and he's accepting that's his fault. But Kevin Durant is the reason why the morale on the team is low. Let's be perfectly honest.
I blame it more on Kyrie, truth be told, but go ahead.
I'm not blaming. I can put some blame on Kyrie, but the reason why I don't is Kyrie never went out and said, "I want my coach fired. I want my GM fired."
I mean,
Kyrie never requested a trade.
he ain't got no say. He ain't got no skin in the game. He can't say anything. Ain't no team.
Kyrie would have gotten traded if he requested a trade before KD got traded.
I'm not gonna hold you. I don't think he would have. I don't think you realize, like, when all of this shit broke down, yeah, I was annoyed with it. But when I really sat down and I let freaking, Randy and E talk all that shit that they was talking, I was a little calm because I'm like, one, ain't no team gonna give up everything for Kevin Durant. And if they do, who the hell is he gonna play with? So it's like, what would be the point of leaving? Kyrie, on the other hand, I didn't see him taking less money to go join up with the Lakers. He would have made $5 million. Why do that? Like I said, I just didn't see it happen. I mean, worst case scenario, I saw, if anything, Kyrie was going to leave. I didn't think Kevin Durant was going anywhere.
I didn't think Kevin Durant was going to go anywhere either. I mean, even though he was the one that requested the trade, I thought that Kyrie was going to be the one. If there were any of the two that were going to leave, I think it was going to be Kyrie. To be honest with you, I feel like because Kyrie is a number 2 on any team that he's on, he's a more tradable piece. You get what I'm saying? He's easier traded than a Kevin Durant because with a Kevin Durant, you have to give up the whole farm.
Yeah.
Kind of unload that contract, and I think that he. It's not that he wasn't attractive enough, you know what I'm saying, to other franchises and teams, but he's aging. He's injured. He's had some significant injuries and still has played spectacular despite of those. But the Brooklyn Nets, I worry about their chemistry because they never really had a full season together, and I feel
Yeah.
like um, if they can have a full season together, I think they'll do really well. Do I feel like they still have the pieces for what it takes to be at top of the Eastern Conference? No. Do I feel like the Lakers has what it takes to be at top of the Eastern Conference? No, I don't. I feel like we are sitting here arguing over two mediocre ass teams.
True that.
What you gonna say?
Oh,
Mike?
I mean, I feel like this team is better defensively than they were before. If you want my opinion on that, I mean, but a healthy Joe Harris, hopefully he actually hits shots instead of going missing like he did in the playoffs 2 seasons ago. You know, you got Ben Simmons who can spread the floor, he can distribute it, he plays great defense, he can hold your best player 1 through 5. My only gripe about this Brooklyn Nets team is they let Blake Griffin go. He just signed to the Boston Celtics.
Oh
I'm
man,
aggravated about that. Um, I'm not a fan of letting Bruce Brown go because if there was anybody that was consistent in that Boston Celtics series, it was Bruce Brown. I did not like that he was gone, but again, I like the pickup of Royce O'Neal. Cam is going to have to – he's going to play some more significant minutes. Seth Curry's still there. I'm not a fan of Andre Drummond going, but, you know, what can you do about that?
yo, they really you know what the problem is with the Nets? Like they really trade away every piece that is compatible with like the style of play that they're looking for. So in a sense, besides Ben Simmons, like what the hell are they doing?
Honestly, I feel like they just surrounded Ben Simmons with shooters. That's pretty much what they did. So now the pressure's not on him to shoot. So the real story is, are they really that much better defensively? And they picked up Markieff Morris, if I'm not mistaken, right? So I mean, like I said, they got mental toughness to a degree, and they have defense now, along with the shooting ability of Seth Curry, Patty Mills, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and Cam and Joe Harris. So you got shooters surrounding Ben Simmons, and you got a formidable core as far as your defensive, which was something that they were lacking. Now, my biggest worry would be rebounding. That's my biggest worry because I don't know. I feel like Nick Claxton is still light in the ass. So you putting him up against Joel Embiid and Joker, and I can't say Anthony Davis because ain't no telling what Louis Vuitton outfit he's gonna have on for that game. You put him up against formidable centers, and he's gonna get washed. So you're gonna need that, especially like Giannis, who's gonna horse him. So I mean, that's my biggest worry is rebounding. I feel like they're gonna get out rebounded in a lot of games and a lot of series. But I feel like they did get better defensively. Where the Lakers, on the other hand,
The Lakers got way better defensively.
They got way better. I'm not gonna lie to you, they got way better, but it's still the question mark of Russell Westbrook and if he's buying into that system, or if Anthony Davis is gonna stay healthy. That's a thing. I think the biggest story coming out of the Lakers is gonna be LeBron reaching Kareem's number. That's it. Beating Kareem's record. That's gonna be the only thing I feel like coming out of the Lakers camp. And if they can actually, get rid of Russell Westbrook's contract, or if they're gonna keep him. There's going to be too much of that going on, but still a Golden State Warriors league right now. Because I like the Clippers and how they look, but they got to stay healthy. So I don't know. What you think about the Nets? Do you think the Nets got better, or you think they just got worse?
I think the Nets got pieces that work for the Nets. With getting T.J. Warren, with getting.
I forgot T.J. Warren.
Yeah, a couple other. I think they got a Morris. No, the Lakers got a Morris. No,
they got Markieff. They got Markieff Morris. I told you.
The Nets have a Morris twin.
Royce O'Neal.
in Royce
Another
O'Neal.
three,
So they
another 3-and-D guy.
have a lot of 3-and-D players that's very switchable on the ball and on bigs, since this league is a small dominated league. I do believe that Ben Simmons will make an impact because Ben Simmons is playable 1 through 5, especially in this league. I just need to know what the dynamic between Kyrie and KD will be. They need to pass the ball. They need to pass the ball. The ISO ball's not gonna work for them.
They got shooters. I mean, Joe
They
Harris is back.
They had shooters. They just
Last
wasn't
season, no,
passing
they
them the
really.
ball.
Last season, they really didn't have shooters. The only really consistent shooter they had was Patty Mills, and then Steph Curry got added to the fray, and then he was knocking down shots. Bruce Brown wasn't a 3-point shooter. So it was significantly on. Well, and James Harden was literally like a shoestring tie away from fucking his whole leg up. So it was too much shit going on in that area. Now I feel like they kind of have like a solid defensive 3-and-D team. It's just more or less like you said, they shouldn't be playing one-on-one ball. They gotta move that. They gotta move the rock around. And I feel like that helps with Ben Simmons there because he's a facilitator. So,
do the Nets and the Lakers both make the playoffs this year?
Yeah.
The
Lakers, I'm not too sure about.
Do the Nets and the Lakers win their first round series?
I believe the Nets will. The Lakers. I feel like the Western. I feel like the Western Conference is healthier this year, and a lot of the teams that were in the playoffs last year got better, except for the Timberwolves, which I still don't understand. But then again, the Timberwolves really. I mean, they got rid of Pat Bev and they added a defensive big, take the pressure off of Cat.
Yeah,
so I mean, but
two soft ass centers.
Yeah, but he still does play defense and he rebounds the ball. So I mean, there's that. My whole thing is, does it fit offensively? Because he's a liability offensively. So, but New Orleans got better. Well, they did get better. Zion's healthy, hopefully, God willing.
Right.
Clippers healthy. The team also one of the teams to beat in the Western Conference, so that's the thing. Denver healthy. So I mean, Dallas they got fuck did they get? What the fuck is his name? Damn, what is his name? They got a big. What's his name? God damn it! What is his name?
Christian Wood.
Yes. They got a big.
Yeah, Christian Wood.
So and that's pretty much what freaking Luka was missing to a degree. They needed somebody down low to bang bodies. So I mean, Dallas got better, even though they kind of lost. They lost Jalen Brunson. Fucking dumbass Knicks. I can't believe it. Never mind. That's neither here nor there. But what else? Who else? I'm trying to think who else was on the West. But, bro, the West is better. They got a lot better. Golden State is not gonna have an easy run to the championship.
Can we make basketball watchable again?
I watch it.
Facts.
It's not enjoyable to me.
I mean, I watch it.
Make basketball great again.
But how would you make basketball great again?
Blow up everything and start over and redraft everybody and stuff.
Well, they got 2 new teams coming in.
Did they agree to it?
I believe so. Didn't we talk about it a couple weeks ago?
Nope.
I don't believe they have 2 new teams coming in. I believe there's always whispers about putting a team in Seattle and Vegas. But
yeah, those are the 2 teams.
The problem with that is one of those teams will have to go on the Eastern Conference, quote unquote, because that would put the West unbalanced. You'd have 2 extra teams in the West. So we shall see. We shall see. But on to this bum ass pick 5 that all of us is losing in again, except Pete. So,
something wrong with Chinese. She's doing this on purpose.
we're running back and forth.
Yeah.
Well, she's a fucking kid. That's what they do.
Yeah, do you see Tay started running back and forth and Tay about to snatch her up one time? But let's get right into it. Matt, I'm sorry I didn't fix it this week. I got you. So I promise. Next week it'll be fixed. I got you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Again, apologize, Matt. It will be fixed next week. I promise.
I can't wait till the Eagles win the NFC East, and then we just correct that all together. We know the Giants ain't winning the NFC East.
So what happens if the Commanders or the Cowboys win it? We still just
y'all still tied.
So all right, you picked the second. We picked 2 teams out of the NFC East to win. I got the Cowboys.
No,
I called it first. I'm not picking the Commanders. Fucking don't even like their name. I really do believe that the Eagles are going to win the NFC East, though. I
better pick something else. So, Tay, Matt, and Pete last week went 2 and 3. Of course, again, another week of me going 1 and 4. Very nice. The current standings are now 8 and 7, with Pete in the lead. Behind him is Tay at 5 and 10. Behind Tay is Matt at 4 and 11, and again, me bottom dwelling as usual at 3 and 12.
Some bullshit.
Tay mentioned this earlier that the NFL, the teams that we were usually picking to win games, are not winning games, like at all.
No,
like at all.
Y'all saying that? I'm still stuck on the fact that Pete's leading right now. I know I get the whole analogy. A garbage can gets a steak every once in a while, but damn.
Not garbage can get to steak. What the fuck? What are you saying?
Just saying, like, God
He just
damn.
always close.
I'm not happy about this.
There was a lot of times that Pete. Last season, Pete led for a couple weeks.
All right, that's a couple weeks. He's been leading convincingly. He's leading convincingly, and I don't know if we can catch him. That's where I'm aggravated at. Like, we're gonna have to get a couple 5-0s to even get in the running of this damn thing right now.
Well, y'all two are the champs. Y'all will persevere and come from behind, and I believe in y'all. For me, I just like messing up everybody's playoff chances or winning chances. That's all.
He's been talking to his deal or something.
Clearly.
He's been talking to his psychic or something. It don't make no damn sense.
So the first game on the bracket is Jets versus Steelers.
I'm going to Steelers.
Me too.
I'm going with the Jets.
Then you wonder why your ass is all the way at the top.
I got to pick unconventional picks right now. Unconventional pick. And from what I know, Pete picked the Jets. All right. Let's see what else. Okay, the next game is
what's the next game?
Give him a second.
Oh.
Sorry, connection issues. Next game is Bills versus Ravens.
Bills.
Lamar Jackson is an MVP candidate right now. He been killing the game.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think the Bills are going to lose 2 games in a row. So I'm going with the Bills.
I too don't think the Bills will lose 2 games in a row. So I'm going to go with the Bills. And Pete chose the Bills as well. Broncos versus Raiders.
Fucking Derek Carr's been playing like a bird, yo. Going with the Broncos. Can I say that I'm more surprised with the way that the Raiders have been fucking playing? Like, I thought they were going to be. Granted, their division is. I didn't pick them to be like the leaders of their division, but I also didn't pick for them to not have a fucking win. Like, the way that they've been playing is horrendous. Devontae Adams has stayed his ass in Green Bay.
This is true. But are you picking the Raiders?
No, hell no.
I'm picking the Broncos.
I'm picking the Broncos. You know they were playing trash too.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders on this one. I feel like Derek Carr is going to break into that. He's gonna do something. He got to do something this week. He has to do something this week. If not, then the Raiders season is out the window.
It's looking like that already.
Week 5?
And the Bill and Pete picked the Raiders. Chiefs versus Bucks.
I said it earlier. I was going with the Chiefs.
And I agree. I'm going to go with the Chiefs still.
Me too. Brady is a one-man show, and his offense is horrible. I know he's regretting he came back. He got to be regretting he came back.
I don't think he's regretting coming back. I just think that he is his team is starting off slow. But as we know, Brady will sneak up on somebody, and next thing you know, he's in the Super Bowl.
I don't see that happening this year. I said it from the gate. I didn't think the Buccaneers were going to be good at all this year. I just didn't think they were going to be this bad. Not really that bad. Their defense is keeping them in the hunt, but Tom Brady's just like having temper tantrums every week. He having temper tantrums every week. It is slow out there. It is bad. All right.
All right, and Pete picked the Chiefs as well.
Is he texting you right now as this is going on?
No, he sent me his picks. Rams versus Niners, and I'm going to go with the Rams. I don't like Matthew Ashford, but I think they're a better team.
I'm going to go with the 49ers.
And Pete picked the 49ers as well. I do think the Niners look good, but they don't look better than the Rams. They're not going to look better than the Rams.
The Rams haven't even been looking good.
Right. I don't like Matthew Stafford. I don't.
I feel like he just got his ring, so he don't have to do anything no more.
It's widely known that I don't like Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, that's obvious.
So I did not like him in the Super Bowl. They really should have lost the Super Bowl, if we're going to be completely honest. But
defense wins games, brother.
That came in past. Defense wins championships. But I don't know. Hopefully this weekend pick 5 turns around a little bit, because this just been crazy. It's been crazy. And then I bet you this be the week all of us tie and everybody in the same spot. On something crazy. But guys, do we have anything else? Anything else we want to bring to the table?
Nope, I gotta go.
All right. So do I.
All right.
I gotta cook these tacos.
All right, bye.
So for the Generation Pete Rosado, for BK Matt, for the Queen, aka the new host of the Yerrr Sports Show. It is your boy, Big Baby, signing off. Peace.